Hello, people out there in the world, including you, Alice. Including you, Alice. Hello! It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or thereabouts. We spent this morning shopping. Kel surprise. And we've replanned the day slightly because it's spitting. Been spitting all day, disappointing. It's spitting! Wait! The yogurt! It's not organic! Ah! So we are currently on our... Well, we've parked in not Universal Studios, Hollywood Studios, darling. And we're crossing the car park in very interesting fashion. And I need to put that one in the spreadsheet.
Pleasing.
And now we're going to go and get on the Skyliner, which is not the Sky Ride because we are not at Alton Towers. Even though I keep calling it that, there's lots of puddles to avoid, lest we get wet toes. And jeté. I might have had 3 cups of coffee with my Denny's brunch. My caffeine showing. I'm trying to think of some of the funny things that we need to talk about. What were we talking about over lunch? Can't remember. Oh, these are all.
Do you remember, Brett?
Interestingly parked. Oh, just as well. I'm skinny, comparatively. But we almost popped into the the sparkly jewellery diamond shop. See if there's anything for the lovely Jane Scott.
Lovely Jane Scott.
But we couldn't say the name of the shop, so we couldn't find it. We couldn't get in. Tee, we're so Trey Hill. Let me see if I can flip you round. What? Oh, he needs to go for a wee-wee. This is what we are getting on. Pleasing. What needs to be said other than a very jazzy "be our guest" in the background? Not sure. We're off to EPCOT because it's really quiet there, so we can get to do Remy's, which we didn't do the first time we were there. I think I'll be covering up the microphone, I'm sorry. Then once we've done with that, we'll be popping back to Hollywood Studios again. But this time we're going to Mama Melrose for dinner at 8:30. We did have a very pleasing brunch at Denny's. It was $6.99 for a full cooked brunch, which was very pleasing. Nothing else to add, so... Yeah, that's it from me. Chat to you in a little while. Okay, bye-bye. And if there's any one piece of advice, other than getting your camera straight, if there's any other one piece of advice I can give anybody when coming to Disney, is be prepared to roll with the punches. We were going to get on the Skyliner, but we cannot. So we should be going by boat instead.
Oh no, boys, we're on a dock.
And nobody's coming alarmingly close to us. Poor Whoopi. What was her name? Paige! Waiting for a boat horn at a comedy moment. Goodbye to you. Very quick, slightly noisy video diary, very close to face so you can hear me. So, since we arrived in Disney's Hollywood Studios, we've been to EPCOT. What did we do in Epcot? We did Remy's Ratatouille, very cute ride, very pleasing. And then we popped to the shops, And then we got back on the boat and we came back to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We've done, what did we do? We got a coffee. Then we did Toy Story Midway Mania, very pleasing, getting better at scores. And now we're in the queue to do Rise of the Resistance again. For the 4th time this holiday, I think. Very pleasing. So we're not far off going indoors, at which point I'll put my mask back on. Yes. Slightly soggy foot-wise, slightly moist in the footula region. But at least it's fairly warm moistness. I shall now spin the camera around so you can see some of the scenery. Dun, dun, dun. Obviously that wasn't the scenery, that was Marseille. Good evening to you, video diary watchers around the world. Whether you're Nick, whether you're Jane, whether you're Alice, Grace or Vale, Millie, Martha, Liz or Dave, or anybody else who we know who I can't remember to name right now, hello to you. It's evening now, it's stopped raining, that's very pleasing, but my feet are still quite wet. Whoopsie. So we just queued and did Rise of the Resistance, very pleasing, always a good ride, and a spot more shopping, whoopsie doodle. So now we're just waiting for our reservation for Mama Melrose, because Marcia fancied something Italian for dinner. Excuse that. A pleasing day, despite the weather. Got a nice amount of stuff done, we've travelled quite a bit, number of different vessels, you might say. So tomorrow, because it will still be raining tomorrow up until about lunchtime, we're going to have a chilled out morning of laundry, maybe lounging in a hot tub, and then mooch into Magic Kingdom for lunch, which we have a booking for at the very pleasing Liberty Tree Tavern. Not really a whole lot else to say, so I shall bid to you good night. And remind you all that if you're in the parks and you see a photographer, go and have photos taken. I'll maybe drop I'll maybe drop the location of the photographer that always seems to have lightsabers for fun photos. Maybe hashtag top secret, don't tell anybody. Tell everybody. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye, bye now, bye now, bye now, bye, 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 bye.